Well, what a overwhelming event we've had in the last month attached to this lovely lady here, Erika Kirk, and said husband Charlie. And of course, much has been said about this. But what is truly amazing are the endless rabbit holes back to the Snake Eyes movie and even to the VHS trailer, Dead Man on Campus. Just so many things, and then the lady being in the movie in recent times, July 2nd, head of state, the same Carla, like Charles, was in both movies, Snake Eyes. So many people would be up to speed with all these little strange things that have been uncovered. And certainly a fair bit's now been uncovered about Erica and to do with Homeland Security, Mama, Laurie, and devices to ward off EMPs. There's quite a bit behind the Harriet Kirk, the France thing, and there's a Kent there and a Lane, and then Charlie's the Man of Steel. There's just a lot of comedy also involved in this particular event. Yes, the name Kirk is attached to quite a few interesting things, including the Kirkwall Scroll. And Kilwinning, the name of that lodge, also in Ayrshire, but this one's in Orkney, the one in Ayrshire being the Mother Lodge. But this relic, the Kirkwall Scroll, is one of the oldest and most important Masonic artefacts in the world. So very interesting. And in Orkney, which I used to cover years ago because it was always a very strange place. And have a look at the names here with the fellow scientists. Carl Pribram. Now that sounds very Hindu. And Andre Detella. It's, interesting names there anyway. Oops. Oh, damn computer. Won't go over here to turn it off. Yeah, so the Kirkwall Scroll. This is a bit like Trump with the McLeod at Dunvegan. And Prince Charles went to Dunvegan just before he became the king, as you do, showing that there's something special about the McLeods to the royal family, that's for certain. As we discovered back years ago when the guy drank for the Queen in '56 out of the horn, and it took the 157, the half pie number. But you see, yeah, they're all Kirk and Trump both attached to old fairy lore Masonic stuff here like this. Now, these Kirks often have an E at the end of the name, but in America they clean it up a bit. And what's stood off the page here about Sir Walter visiting the Canadian troops is Mr. Massey. Now, in the past, I've talked about how the Dunham family, which they associate Obama with, is the Dunham Masseys. So here we have the backdoor connection between the Masseys and the Kirks, and Masseys linked to the McLeods too. So there it is, right in your face. Yes, here they are in World War II, looking at the troops. Not in this case here, it's just all the hardcore T generals, as it were. And Massey, whoever Massey is, must have been Prime Minister of Canada, probably something like that. Very good. And one here called Frederick getting a Diamond Jubilee Medal in 2012 to Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Yes, born the second son of Colonel St. George Mervyn Kirk and his wife Sarah. And into India, of course, and Burma. As I said, a big Scot-Indian connection, and here's an example right now. But he was instrumental in creating the Army's Intelligence Corps in 1907. MI5 was created, and Kirk's one of the founders. So there you go, no surprise there. And Knight of the Bath, of course, Michael and St George. There it is, the two halves of the MI5 idea. Some early notables here. Edward Kirk, the English poet and scholar, and a close friend of Spencer. It's like Diana Spencer. And we just had the Diane Keaton hoax out, I noticed. I might do a video in a few days about that one. Robert Kirk, Gaelic scholar. Another Gaelic scholar, and another James. And here, General Percy, of the Percy family. And this is another interesting one, Kirk's lambs. Interesting little story in history. And then we have this one here, Sir David in Quebec, the 30 Years' War. Quite a prominent family in history, no doubt. Yes, Kirk's lambs, the soldiers of Colonel Kirk, an officer of the English army in James II's time, distinguished for their act of cruelty inflicted on the Monmouth party. Very interesting indeed. Kirk's lambs. A little bit here about Colonel Percy Kirk as a military adventurer whose vibes had been developed by the worst of all schools, Tangier Garrison. And look at this one too, the Queen Dowager's Regiment of Foot. So, as you can see, plenty of very old stuff attached to the Kirk idea, and some interesting figures in history. Yes, you can see here Charlie Kirk formed Turning Point UK at Grand Master of Freemasonry Prince Michael of Kent's Royal Automobile Club with George Farmer, Candace Owen's husband. I've been talking about the farmer, the George. He's George, so he's George. And the son of Baron Michael Farmer. Maybe looking a bit more, this is another little rabbit hole here, of course, in itself. But Kent, of course, in Erika's sing, the Kent and the Lame. And here we have the Kent attached to the Man of Steel again. And while we talk about Erika here, this is the so-called mother here, Laurie France, founder of Aztec, G-Tech, and E3 Tech, and a master's degree from University of Cincinnati. Scottsdale, how many Scots can you get? Arizona, and look, 188, the 88 connections, straight there. And Chief of Staff, Turning Point USA, Michael McCoy. Flight Safety International. We've got to have our stuff or your flight's not safe. Yes, Aztec is the leading provider of advanced security solutions, specializing in the design and manufacturing of IoT-enabled IP surveillance. T-enabled, folks, right there. Very interesting company indeed. Reimagining solutions, Aztec at the forefront. And look, it looks like we've got an Indian here. I didn't think we'd have to look far. Yes, and we have Aztec in Australia as well. And they're the trusted renewable energy solutions provider. So, Kirk's are supposed to be against the Green Revolution. Here they are with Aztec. Interesting indeed. Yeah, so I typed in Erika Kirk EMP because they're saying that the Aztec company specialises in this protection thing. Well, it did say security and cyber security. And look what came up here though, the Sage Steel. Again, we've got the Man of Steel idea right here, and certainly Sage looks like she qualifies quite well. And look at this here with the bloom with the Magician's 8 right here. So here's Erika, all pretty in pink. Some sort of attendees at the 2023. It doesn't tell us. We don't need to know. A strange looking little thing here. Set up for Erika in the pink. Well, I'll do a bit more digging sideways in some of the things I've looked at in this video and get back with a bit more work on this. Just on the fact that what an overwhelming event with endless rabbit holes. Even in that movie, it was Tariq Rabbit, because the rabbit is very prominent in the spellers we know with the Donnie Darko movie, etc. And Trump and rabbits and Playboy, of course, it goes back a long way. All right, I'll be coming out with another video soon. All right, thanks very much.